but we can just do a plain color. It's like a salmon there. Something that'll really stand out in the desert. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeehaw, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dan Plays Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. I've been so excited for this. I've been just waiting. I finally finished playing Deja Vu and Jamais Vu on in Ground Zeroes. And, you know, I've been just waiting and waiting and waiting for the right day. Today's the right day. Today's the day to play. What was I doing? Am I on a mission?
Please select a mission.
I don't think so. All missions available. All missions. There's a site op. Secure the riot blueprint. Oh, I think that's why I came over here to try and do that.
Marker placed.
I guess I don't need to like deploy or anything to do this. So let's I hope the light's off. Yeah, it is. Okay. Smoke grenades. Alright. Let's get in here. It looks like I'm looking for riot submachine gun blueprints. I don't know exactly what those are, but I'm into it. I think it might be the non-lethal submachine guns.
Analysis complete.
Oh, it looks like there's soldiers down there. Oh, some of them are pretty good.
Analysis complete.
Or at least one of them is. Alright. Let's make our way. Shouldn't be running like that, I don't think. It's a good way to get caught. But especially since I don't really know what the sentry situation is like at the moment. Alright. Oh, it just got really ominous sounding. I just heard a Jeep. What time is it? Oh no. Is it morning time? Yeah, it's 5 a.m. It's a cool little hut though. They should be changing shifts and oh, there's the car. My boys just drove away. One of them is a B-boy. Ah!
The security forces
scared the
must
hell out of
know
me.
something about the target.
Alright. Yep.
After you grab or hold up an enemy, try interrogating them.
There's another Jeepy Jeep. Is this the place where I... Yeah, this is the place where I think I got Miller.
Analysis complete.
There's a dude. Does he have a buddy? Can I just hold him right up? Gotta be careful just walking into places. Except that I get sweet stuff for doing it. There's a diamond in there.
Side
I don't know what that is.
Side ops
Oh, it's got
list
it.
updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
That was super easy. Let's hold this guy up anyway. Alright. Spit it out. Oh, they have a specialist.
Map has been updated.
Alright, so you can interrogate him from a hole of his will to grab. I don't need to grab him. Get down. Okay. There's a specialist.
Marker placed.
Let's put a marker on him. Or C. Oh, it's back here. How did I miss this guy? Oh, wait. I forgot to do the thing that you're supposed to do in this game. He's gonna yell. Looks like that guy heard it.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Let's see where this guy stops.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Looks like someone saw him. All right.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's see if there's anybody left to watch this shit. Doesn't seem like it.
You gotta extract him.
I'm gonna keep an eye out just in case, but... Oh, there's it, buddy.
Analysis complete.
Not all that interested in him. This is where, Miller was. And here's the tape I couldn't find before. Along with some metal. Just gotta check for people, is all. Diamonds. Don't see anybody out there. Still gotta keep a little bit cautious. Alright, still nothing. Where's that enemy I marked?
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, no more diamonds there. Oh, he's behind me. There he is. Nobody working down there. There's that Jeep. Okay. Just nice and easy. D. Whatever, I could use that guy. I'm not too picky. Got him. Them. I don't know what that sound was, but I didn't like it. That's just the best way to do it, especially now that he actually rolls when he gets down instead of just kind of weirdly landing on his feet. 0% chance because he's got a roof over his head. Is that a tank? Weapon emplacements, blah blah blah. Alright, let's get him going. Alright, and zoom out a little bit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Let's call some
Please
pickups.
select a landing. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Just try and get out of here without getting spotted. The biggest threat I feel like would be from just some car randomly driving through here. Doesn't mean we shouldn't be careful though. Hit. That's not going to get old for a while, I don't think. Looking for supplies in here. What I really should be doing too is doing a little bit more interrogating of people instead of just outright shipping them away to Mother Base, because they can tell you cool things. Pretty good handle on that barbed wire. As it's like bright daylight, I'm a little bit nervous about just running around here, so I'm trying to run back. Well, I probably should try and be stealthier if I'm really all that nervous, but...
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Extraction arrived at Mother
This is
Base.
Pequod. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
It was the horse. Ooh, pink helicopter. But why doesn't it have my logo on it? Why does it have the Diamond Dogs logo? Alright, there's D-Horse. Hey, D-Horse, what's gonna happen to you? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was... didn't mean to do that necessarily. Okay. That's right, we got Mother Base stuff. We'll listen to those tapes while I mess around with some of the things that we've unlocked and sort of check all that out. So maybe I'll land... oops, daily bonus. Cool. Daily bonus, biological material. Accept it. Alright. We got more side ops, it sounded like. Alright, let's get these going. Oh, we got the new music tape, Behind the Drapery. I don't know what that is. Alright, at Mother Base. Play.
Gosh, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist?
Yeah, that thing was weird.
About them. That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We
Right.
were on the zero line that day, the Afghan side. On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province.
Which, not cool.
There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist. Skulls?
Huh.
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us.
What?
It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
So creepy.
Some new Spetsnaz unit? No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that. If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it. I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Yeah, probably.
Why'd they come after you? Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there.
Interesting.
When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength.
Okay, it's interesting to find out how this relationship started.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan. That's why they had Paz, still Zeke. Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base.
Right,
The
I
world
remember
would
this.
consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us. We stopped the launch. And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive? I don't know.
Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
Interesting.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new mother base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Okay.
Guys, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the mother base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The mother base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most
PMC
PS are
stuff.
small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company.
I don't know what that
It's a
is.
business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Cause that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba?
Oh, jeez.
That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflict.
Whoa.
Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent.
That's crazy.
When we need it.
networking. In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
I guess that helps explain what we're doing.
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
Yeah.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us.
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size, but South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. We set up the deal and handled on-site tactical instruction. That led to some training work for the Seychelles military. And when we put down a mutiny within their forces, well, we made a lot of people happy.
Well, that explains
They
it.
don't pay us. They just let us have a piece of their offshore territory on the promise we'll come running if something else happens.
So we're bodyguards, too.
It's a good setup. We can only take Mother Base so
It's not a
far.
bad setup.
We'll have to find somewhere else when this place starts getting big.
Aren't you being a little hasty?
Nothing hasty about it. You're back with us now.
So, Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was... stimulating.
Well, she was part of a whaling fleet.
Whoops. I'll start that up in a little bit. So I'm going to do this little sheep one because it seems the silliest and hopefully the shortest. The object is just extracted, etc., etc. Should be muy simple. Muy simple. Capture cage. I'll take flare supplies, because why not? Like, it's easier than calling in like a specific location through the menu. I can just do it right there. Reminds me of Peace Walker 2, so. Alright. I have everything else that I need. Cool, that's all equipped. My horse has a cool armor. No vehicles. I'm gonna be snake a snake. In the sneaking suit? Let's do it. Let's go now. Whatever time it is. And then I'm gonna start up the tapes again from the Seychelles one. NVGs, binos, sensing, night infiltration. Okay, so apparently a sheep has gone missing in this area. It's a weird mission for me to do, but whatever. I didn't really see much more intel beside that. Alright, here we go. Come on. Give me access again. Alright, I think once he's sat down here, I can start up with the iDroid stuff again. Yeah. Alright, cassette tapes. We were on the whaling ship Heiwa Maru.
The ship that took us from Cyprus. It used to be a whaler.
Yeah, a Japanese vessel. How was the voyage?
It was stimulating.
I wonder why this never has
She
full
was part of a
ammo.
whaling fleet up until a few years ago. Her displacement isn't anything to write home about, but she can really move. She still had plenty of life left in her, but then the work dried up. Global opposition to whaling has been mounting for years.
Is that right?
The First
Yeah.
Planet has been gaining traction for a little over a decade. Individual species came under protection as the years went on. And then 2 years ago, the IWC adopted a moratorium on commercial whaling.
International Whaling
Several
Commission.
countries, including Japan, fought it to the bitter end. But eventually, most whaling companies had no choice but to throw in the towel. You ever tried whale snake?
Can't say that I have.
Yeah, no, that's
When I
not
was
a thing
kid
I've ever
in
done.
Japan, practically everybody ate it.
That's
good,
true.
huh?
The country was poor in those days, and whale was cheap. International opinions changed since then. In any case,
Yeah, because
that's
they've been
why we were able to get a bargain
overfished.
price on the ship. Of course, we did end up spending 5 times the purchase price in modifications. We had to really work to fit in all the ESM and communications gear while keeping the whaler look intact. Right now, she's going around conducting SIGINT missions.
Interesting.
In the future, we plan to use her as a communications relay base between you and Mother Base, and also as a chopper resupply vessel.
Diamond dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means
I didn't know that.
indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They
Oh,
represent
I didn't know those were
innocence
Star of Bethlehems.
as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Huh. Very interesting. I didn't know any of that. Alright, so far, I haven't seen any sheep. Let's keep looking, though. I mean, it's not like there's just a barn where there's a bunch of sheep inside. Just gotta keep moving forward. Uh-oh. Nearly got spotted by something. What's the problem with these daytime missions? Alright, I think I see the guy. I thought I did.
Analysis
There he is.
complete.
Be in combat, be in communications. This is pretty good. I'm assuming he's the guy who saw me. Just gonna knock him out. Then worry about it in a little bit. I'm also gonna wake him up and interrogate him. Come on, crawl over that. Ooh, a plant. Black carrots.
Black carrot. Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Like sheep? Just trying to stay out of the way because you've seen it's pretty easy to get spotted from far away. Hey.
The map has been updated.
Alright. Highly skilled soldier where?
Marker placed.
Oh, he's the highly skilled soldier. Alright.
Extract him.
Analysis complete.
Looks like my actions cause a little bit of an investigation. Alright, I was like, this should be like 3 hits. He should be like Dunzo. Alright, same deal, buddy. Let's go.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Marker placed.
Alright. So just I like how that guy's hat fell.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Definitely don't see any sheep yet. That was just to check to see if there's anybody here who would spot me if
You have arrived at your destination.
I just saw a guy.
Analysis complete.
Oh, this dude's not bad. He's got a skill too. I thought I saw somebody over there. Alright, if I can sneak up behind him. Oh, there's a couple guys over there.
Analysis complete.
That guy's not as good.
Analysis complete.
Wonder if I can get away with crawling across the road. Oh shit.
Analysis complete.
And there's another guy over there.
Analysis complete.
There's a lot of dudes protecting this stupid fucking sheep. Come on, turn around. I'm so exposed. Alright. That was necessary. There's no way I was going to get to him without that. Gotta get out of the way. Didn't look like he was sending somebody to find me, but... just in case.
A dumpster.
Oh, cool.
Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Alright, what do we got?
The map has been updated.
What intel did he give me? Oh, an elite.
Marker placed.
think I gotta start knocking them out. I mean, that yelling part is still pretty loud, but
He's coming too. Roger that.
it's less loud if they're not like, help me, before they get taken away. Alright, what do we got here? The only way to travel. And mind you, I'm supposed to be looking for a sheep. Not any of these chuckleheads.